So I've made a couple videos in the past about my lawnmower that I bought in the early 90s, so it's 30 plus years old. Uh, and I don't think I've really replaced much on it. Just oil and a battery and all that. Not really much wear items, blades. And my daughter moved back from Colorado. They had a nice house down there, but the yard was pretty small. They could mow it by a push mower, the old manual style. Anyway, they bought a house like mine that's on the side of a hill, and it's a lot bigger than you can do by hand. So instead of, well, in the beginning, I just hauled my old thing back and forth, and I was just getting tired of hauling it back and forth. So I decided to just let them keep it at their house, and I would buy another used one. 2001 or 2 model, 20 plus years old, why buy a new one? And I bought it, talked to this guy. He was selling for his mom, who was a widow and lived out in the country. It just needs a battery, he said. So it was over an hour away, so I drove up there, and of course it was out of gas, so I had to scrounge up some gas. I did bring a spare battery and stuff. Got it running, pretty quickly. And the yard was mowed already, so I thought, well, I'll try anyway, because it came with a bagger and all that stuff. So I got it running, went forwards, backwards. And I thought I'd try to mow, even though the ditch was mowed already. So I mowed, and I got out and looked, and there was grass in the back, so I figured, it runs, it mows, whatever, I'll buy it. So I didn't want to, she was a widow. I didn't want to hit her too hard on the price, so I gave her the full asking price. And I got it home, and my grass, this is this spring. And my grass was getting big because I already gave my other lawnmower away. So I started mowing mine, and not even 10 feet along, and looked back. And of course, one side wasn't mowing. So I took it apart. Underneath there is this pulley and assembly with the bearings that goes down. The blade mounts to the bottom. And it's supposed to be like a splined, yeah. She is wore out and slapped out big time. It wouldn't even spin hardly. So I got all new assembly and pulley on there. And it seems to be mowing fine now. And for some reason, I had it jacked up like this, probably because I took the mower deck off. And I noticed this side doesn't have, it was squeaking, let's just put it that way. It was squeaking, so I figured I'd grease it. So I took the wheels off and greased it, and then while I was doing that, I noticed that cap is missing on this side. So I greased it and checked it out, pretty tight. This side, not so much. I don't know if you can see all that play that's in there, so I guess it was time for a new front axle, so I ordered a new front axle online, and then of course you could have got it with all this stuff, but it was a lot more expensive, so I just bought the axle. Was about $60 shipped, somewhere in there. And then I bought a kit for like $14-15 that has all the new washers and cap and little plastic bushings. So that's going to be my job, to do that. It was easier to show, just take the hood off. So you just unhook the wire and it lifts right off. So I already took the exhaust shield off. And I swear, I'm just so nervous with this thing now. I hear noises all the time. So I got a feeling this one on this side is a little slopped out too. It's making a little noise on this side. So I'm going to take the deck off again and put a new one of those assemblies on there. Also, after I bought that, I Well, it cost me $100 to go down there and get it and buy a new battery. Of course, that was shot. And then I think I spent at least another 100 or 120 buying the pulley and the bearing set there. And I got new oil and filter and air filter and all that good stuff. And I think I found them online. I can get this assembly a lot cheaper, so I might go that route this time. So yeah, even though it runs good and it's 20 plus years old, I probably had to stick a couple $100 into it, but I think all in said and done, as long as the engine lasts, it's going to be pretty much rebuilt. So it cost me extra money, but I think at the end it's a hell of a lot cheaper than buying a brand new one. So this is my newest project. Hopefully it lasts. It's been as good after these fixes until as my old one has, that's still running. And I've only driven Old Orange like twice this year. I think I'm having starter issues again, so if I get time later, I'm gonna have to dig into the starter issues of that. So I'll maybe give an update later once I get all this done to see if that axle is what cures the front end slop. I mean, you can't tell by driving it. The only reason I ever found it is because that cap was missing. But I just know it's bad, so I just want to replace it, even though it seems to ride fine and everything. But I just want to fix that sloppy front end. So, project for the day.